What's up, guys? It's 2K here, and today I'm going to show you how to build Rachel's 350Z in Need for Speed Most Wanted Redux version 3. So Redux version 3 is a mod pack, completion mod of Most Wanted 2005, and I'm sure you can get the 350Z in other mod packs, but I haven't tested them, and I know that you can build a pretty faithful recreation in Redux V3. It's also a pretty good mod pack in general. It's got 108 cars in total, combined with the vanilla cars that come in the base game. So quite a bit of cars to pick from, and pretty much all of them have quite a bit of customization. And it's a publicly available free mod pack. I can possibly even link it in the description below. Um, so the first thing you want to do, obviously, is you want to get your 350Z. It is car number 37, I believe. Yes. I already have one, so I'm just going to back out. So then, once you have your 350Z, just make your way over to the tune shop. Which is right over here, very close to your safe house. And this is probably one of the most iconic cars in the franchise, if not the most iconic right after the M3 GTR in this game. So the fact that you can make one is pretty cool. So the first thing you want to do is I found body kit number 12 is probably the most faithful, um, at least in my opinion. You have the canards in the front, just like the one in Need for Speed Underground 2. It's debadged. It's got a nice wide-ish aesthetic to it. Um, it's not one-to-one, like I was going to say. It's not. You're not going to be able to get it absolutely identical to how it was in Underground 2, but you can get it pretty close in this mod. So that's something to bear in mind. If you're looking for an absolutely identical replica, it's not quite there, but it is close. So go with body kit 12. Now, the spoiler, the closest one I found, is going to be number 26, Rocker 5. That's the closest I've found to the Lex 42 spoiler from Underground 2. Now, in terms of the rims, these aren't in the base game, but like I said, we're playing Redux V3, so they come in this mod, Desmond Regamaster Evos in 20 inches. Again, these aren't quite identical to the wheels that she had on her car on Underground 2. Those were Lowenharts. And Lowenharts are in this game, as I can show you, but they didn't put the Lowenharts that she had in here. So I go with the Desmond Regamaster Evos, and they're pretty close to the Lowenharts that were on her car on Underground 2. Now, in terms of the um, hood, you want to go number 27 tri-slot carbon fiber. This is pretty much identical to the hood that she had in Underground 2. Pretty much identical. Um, then we're pretty much done with the body customization, besides brakes, which are optional. You don't have to do it, but if you remember the front cover of the game, her car actually had Brimbos on it, and that's another option that you can change in this Redux C3 mod, at least for some cars. I don't know about all, but this is one of them that you can change the brakes on. So I put Brembo brakes because her car had Brembo brakes on the front cover of Underground 2. In terms of the lights, this does not have the headlights or tail lights that she had in Underground 2, unfortunately. So that's one of the biggest aspects that you will be missing is you're not going to be able to get the headlights and taillights the same. So I just usually leave them stock because of that. Same with the side mirrors. I don't think your car had side mirrors underground too, so I just leave them alone. Attachments. This is something cool you can play around with. If you remember that she had a Sparko decal on her um, the right hand side of her car in that game, so you can actually put Sparko seats in the interior of the car in this game on both sides. So obviously there's not really any interiors underground too, but if you care about it, you can make it even more faithful by putting Sparko seats in the car, just like the decal she had on the right hand side of it. So that's pretty much it for the body, unless you wanted to like do a little bit of like your own thing with her car, and you wanted to maybe put some louvers on it, or change the roof up a little bit, put some, make it a target top, which would kind of be a cool vibe, having her car as a target top, or even make the roof carbon fiber. These are all sort of like your own choice, like at your own discretion. You can do these if you're not trying to make a 100%, you know, as close as you can get replica, at least in this game. The other thing is the exhausts. We can't do exhausts in this, so that's about as close as you're going to get body wise. So that'll come out to about 19.5. Buy that. Then performance, again, this is pretty much just at your own discretion. I would do stage 3 everything and then Junkman parts if you have the markers and the money. But really, this is kind of just like at your own discretion. You can do whatever you want in performance. This is more of a visual tutorial. So here comes the fun part, obviously, making it look just like her 350Z. So obviously the color palette in this game is not identical to Underground 2's, it's quite different, and the fact that it takes place in the day versus at night is going to also make it difficult for you to get an exact match. But the closest I've found is going to be number 71. This is about as close as it gets in this game, in my opinion, since it doesn't support like an RGB slider. You just have preset colors in this game. So I go with number 71. That's about as close as you can get from what I've found to the color, the dark green of her 350Z. And it's like I said, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Um, Vinyls, again, this comes preloaded in Underground, or this comes preloaded in Redux V3. It's not on the base game, obviously, but you go all the way over to custom, and it'll be the first one. It'll be Rachel, 1 out of 29. Gotta buy that. Now we're almost there. So for the paint, rim paint, honestly, this is kind of at your discretion. I personally like 8. I think 8 is the closest. Some people might prefer 28. Some people might prefer 48. Um, I think 8 strikes the perfect balance between just enough sheen versus too much sheen versus not enough sheen. I think 8 is perfect, personally, for um, for this recreation we're doing in Most Wanted. So I go with 8. In terms of window tint, this is again kind of at your own discretion. If you want to do an absolutely faithful replica, I do medium black. However, because that's what you got underground too. However, if you want to kind of make it an underground 2 vibe where you can't really see the interior of the car, I do limo tint because that technically makes it exactly like it was underground 2, where you can't really see the interior. So I do limo tint personally. Um, then the final touch, really, decals. So on the left side quarter panel, you're going to put an HKS sticker. And it's all alphabetized, so you can just scroll all the way over to the H. There it is, HKS. And then on the right side, like I was saying earlier, you're going to put a Sparco decal. And the cool thing is, like I said, you can even put Sparco seats in the car. So how cool is that? Boom, Sparco. And that, more or less, is her car recreated. It's not, like I said, it's not identical, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. You can see the HKS steel cal right there. And then I guess I forgot to put the Sparco seats in. So then you buy that for about 2,200. You can even give it a race car interior if like you wanted to make it kind of like more like the M4. I mean the M3 GTR. You can give it like a stripped out race car interior, which is another cool aspect of this mod. There it adds a lot of customization that wasn't in the base game. So I'll put Sparko seats in it. Why not? Oh, I already did. Okay, I thought I didn't. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, guys, that's how you make Rachel's 350Z and in Most Wanted '05 Redux version 3. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll let you see it outside real quick, and I'll take it back to the garage. Let you see it in there. A little different of lighting. Yeah, that's Rachel's 350Z. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and drop a like if you did. No pressure though. And see you guys in the next one.